Good morning, manifestors. It's Paula from the 411 on manifesting. Welcome back to my channel. How was your weekend, everybody? I hope it was good. Had a bit of rain this weekend, but that's okay. It's always nice to be in Alberta. Actually, it's really nice to be anywhere in the summer and have like a couple of days of rain. Just never know kind of what that area is going through that we could use the moisture. So always grateful for a bit of rain. I have to tell you what I did this weekend. I went to the Wild Roses Festival. I was gifted a ticket by one of my amazing friends, and it is an actual festival that is strictly just for women. There was, I think, roughly about 1,000 women there throughout the weekend. It was absolutely amazing. So there were workshops, there were classes to attend, there was yoga. There was music and dancing. There was a vendor village, which had some amazing vendors there. It was honestly such a good time. Really good food, wonderful coffee first thing in the morning. So it was really good. I camped in my car, did some more car camping. And, honestly, I was so exhausted Saturday evening that I got into my car bed. I had taken a little video of it and kind of, because it was pouring rain outside. And I was so snug and cozy in my car bed. And I had some chips and a book that I borrowed and my water. And I was just like, oh, I'm so grateful to be in my warm car. And I fell asleep and woke myself up snoring because that's how comfortable my car bed is. But yeah, it was amazing. So I want to talk to you about something I kind of experienced this weekend. So this vlog is called Damn You Inner Child. And I say it like that, not really in a bad way, just because I'm not a fan of inner child work. I never have been. I find it very triggering. And I don't even like to use that word, but it's kind of like the only word I can sort of use to describe it. Because let me tell you, I am not a person that likes to talk about my problems to anyone, even to myself. I don't pretend that they don't exist. I don't do that. But I don't really like to, I don't like to post about, things on Facebook or any problems I'm having or my health or, and no disrespect or anything like that to those that like to share, tragedies and bad news and things like that on social media. For some people, it's a real outlet if they feel they're maybe not being heard at home or anything like that. I'm not that kind of person. So I went to a workshop that was taught by Michelle, Chris and Michelle, her husband. They are actually, I always call them the drum people because they go around and they teach people how to make drums. And I made one with them last year with the Green Willow. And I think like 6 months prior to that, I'd actually made a flute at a Mystic Manor retreat. So, I'm quite familiar with them. And I really, really love Michelle. She's just very kind, very soft-spoken. And she's a healer. And she works with dreams. And yeah, she's amazing. So I wanted to go to her class because I just love her. I think she's amazing. So but we had to do a meditation with an inner child thing. And of course, my inner child always shows up at different ages. So I believe she said the phase we were in, the lunar phase that we were in, is your 10-year-old child. My 10-year-old child did not show up. My 1-year-old child showed up, which was a real hard one. And, it makes me very emotional, and I just don't like to get emotional in front of people I don't know. It makes me really, really uncomfortable. So we were supposed to get up and find a partner, and oh yeah, we all love finding a partner, a strange person to tell all your emotions to. Oh, so wonderful. I didn't do that, and I felt really bad that I didn't do that. I mean, there was a lot of women there, so it's not like I left somebody hanging. If I would have noticed that I'd left somebody without a partner, I definitely would have joined in. But I completely made myself available, head down, not making eye contact with anyone, arms wrapped around my legs, just really, but it really made me think, there's a lot of women out there, and some women that I know that are on a lifelong healing journey. And I really didn't understand what that meant until this weekend, because I sort of feel and honestly, this is how I felt, is that once I have worked through something, I'm done with it and I don't want to revisit it again. I feel like I'm done with it. Like, that's it. What's the point of, taking more workshops or classes and keeping, like, talking about it constantly and constantly. And I think that in some cases, this is how I think again, that in some cases, it just keeps whatever you're healing from very alive and present. Okay. So I really thought that I had done all of my healing. And when I did it, it was not great to go through. So, but I went through it, and it's not really something I want to revisit. It's painful. I don't want to keep talking about it. I don't want to keep revisiting it again and going to all these classes. But it really got me thinking, and I'm like, I've done inner child work before, and I think that's why I don't like it, because it does bring up a lot of traumatic things for me. And so I thought, I've done it once, I'll just leave it. Maybe I've done it twice, I'll just leave it. Like, I'm good now. I don't need any more inner child work. No. Things find you sometimes that way. And this class and kind of little workshop that Michelle had sort of found me that way. I was hoping that wouldn't come up, but it did. And so it's just a big reminder that we're always on this healing journey all the time, and you never know what's going to come up. I'm a person, when I meditate, when I go into a meditation, I get some messages in my meditations. Sometimes they're like really, really clear, like they're just right in front of me. And, I've learned to actually not push those away and to not second guess things, right? So I actually, I had my 1-year-old little girl self come back, and, I was like, what in the hell is going on here? I don't want to do this anymore. I quit. I did it though. I didn't partner up with anybody. It just wasn't the time for me to do that. And although I know it was a very safe space, I just didn't feel safety in that moment, if that's a good way to put it. So I talked with a friend for a few minutes after the class, and it's always nice to talk to a friend about things, right? So, and then I just went back to the car and had a little meltdown, and then I was fine. And it just did get me thinking, though, that sometimes we think our healing journey is over and we just don't want to, attend anything, any other things because of the name of it, like this inner child thing. I steer away from that shit. I steer away from it because I just don't want to keep doing it all the time. It's really uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable for a reason, though, obviously, because, I need to deal with it still. So that is, that's why this vlog is titled Damn You Inner Child. If there's any work that you sort of struggle with doing, I'd love to hear it in the comments, because I know that none of us gravitate towards a class or some sort of healing to be made uncomfortable. I know that we don't seek that out intentionally. So I think that sometimes we just don't know what we need until we get there, right? So, I'm on a lot of social media things. I've got like Facebook and Instagram, and like, my business, and do a lot of things, and have this YouTube channel. And I'm okay, like, coming on and talking about good things that go on, and like promoting things and manifesting and all the good stuff. And I don't often talk about, these kind of things, right? So I think, like, I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect person and have this perfect, amazing life. I don't have a good diet. I'm really, really busy, so I don't look after myself the way I should. I'm busy because I made myself that way. There might be a reason why I made myself busy, so I don't have to deal with something. Like, who knows? My life is not perfect by any means at all. I work too much at my 9-to-5 job. I don't get to see my kids and my grandson enough. So there's a lot of things that, my life just isn't perfect all the time. There's a lot of things that I need to restructure and deal with. So, and I don't really talk about that a lot, because I don't want to. Like, I don't want you to come on this channel, and I want you to come on this channel and be uplifted and be like excited and ready to go and ready to do things. But I think just sometimes we just got to do a little reality check here. So that's kind of what was going on with me. And on the drive home yesterday, it was about a 4-hour drive home for me. So I just really did a lot of thinking about that, about the inner child stuff, and what exactly is it that I'm needing to deal with. I'm going to look into it a little bit more. So, you know, it could be related to some struggles I'm having in my life right now. Like, I really don't know. I just because I did one inner child class 8 years ago for 45 minutes, I mean, it doesn't mean that I'm completely healed up, I guess. I think if I was, it maybe wouldn't have been so triggering for me. And again, I don't like to use that word, but yeah, that's kind of something to think about today. So, but if you have ever had a chance to attend a Wild Roses festival, you gotta go. Like, I mean, it's always kind of been in my back pocket. I always see it advertised because they do a great job of promoting it. And all of the classes and the workshops that were there, though, like I went first thing Saturday morning, and my entire day was super full, like just nonstop, right? And there was tons of walking, which was wonderful. It was wonderful just to get out and have movement all day long. So I like super enjoyed that. I bought some really, really cool stuff. The food was amazing. They had food trucks, and oh my goodness. And I have to tell you this one last thing is that I took like a fermentation probiotic class there with this amazing lady. I might link her in the comments later if I have time. I just have to find her page. But anyway, we made, she showed us how to make like kimchi and, what's it called? Sauerkraut with just salt. Like, you're just grinding down the cabbage and getting it in its own juice. You don't add water. You don't add vinegar. Like, absolutely amazing. And it is like one of the best gut health probiotic vitamin C things that you can have. So excited for that. Oh, that's my vlog. I think I ran over a little bit. Sorry, guys. Again, comment below what you think of what I talked about today. And, you know, how long does our work actually go on for? Or does it just, you know, does it just kind of go on forever? We don't sit in it, but when something pops up, we really deal with it. Maybe that's it. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And if nobody tells you this week, I love you. Have an amazing Monday, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.